and welcome back to
the Grow Club podcast, you guys' favorite podcast in the world.
That talks about all things growth with your hosts.
It's your boy Mike, aka.
Oh, last names too. Okay, great.
Yes,
and
sir.
your girl Jazz. Keeping it short today.
Nice.
We're both going to speak.
After you, ladies first.
I was just about to say welcome back. We've been away and we haven't posted since the 28th of July. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, we've had some shorts going up in between then and now, just to kind of keep you guys a bit entertained during the we call this a siesta.
Yeah.
But we've been away. We've been traveling a lot, and where we've just come from is the beautiful East African country of Tanzania,
which you might know as Tanzania.
Yeah. But the locals call it Tanzania.
Yeah.
And we've adopted the locals' habits.
Yep.
So we will also call it Tanzania.
We will. So, yeah, how is Tanzania? Well, wait, why did we even go to Tanzania? Some people might think that's a bit random.
Yeah. So more people would be familiar with Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Which is in Tanzania. It's an island just off Tanzania. I've always wanted to go. Reason being is because it looks like the Maldives.
But it's the African version.
But it's Africa.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I want to go here. And it's funny because it's been on my bucket list of places to go since, like, I remember being at work, maybe, I'd say about this probably like 3-4 years ago. And then I was searching it up and I took a Snapchat of it. And I think I sent it to you or I saved it.
You sent it to me.
I sent it to you and I was like, oh, we have to go here at some point. And then, finally, 4 years later, we actually went. And wow, what an amazing experience.
We went for my birthday.
I can't explain it. Yeah.
You've got to add that.
I know, right? Yeah, it was my dream, not my dream.
No, it was one of your places you wanted to go to. I wasn't
Yeah.
really too fussed at the time because I didn't know too much about it. So I was like, yeah, we'll go for sure.
Yeah.
But then when I was looking at places to go in August, because that's when my birthday was, there's not really many places that were on my list that were, let me rephrase that. A lot of places I wanted to travel to in August is like hurricane season, monsoon, South America, Mexico, Central America, all of those places, it would have been like crazy weather. Whereas
crazy in what sense? Hot?
No, raining and storms and hurricanes and so on. Whereas it's like Euro summer. So the best place to go in August is Europe because it's our summer.
Yeah.
But I really didn't want to go to Europe. I haven't been on holiday for my birthday ever. I was like, I'm not staying in Europe.
Yeah,
so
facts.
I really want to go international. Mike and I love experiencing new cultures, and just seeing something different, and just knowing that you're not, kind of near home. It's just different,
Yeah.
You can still see palm trees, but the palm trees on an 8-hour flight away is different to palm trees you find in Spain, which is a couple of hours away. It's very different.
Yeah,
it's
facts.
bigger.
And I will preface it by saying, like, this was the craziest holiday / trip we've ever been on. We'll get into why, but first things first. How's life been? How are you feeling?
I feel really good. Yeah.
Pole.
You'll learn what that means later, guys.
Don't worry, we'll explain
Swahili
it all.
one-on-one. I'm feeling really good. I'm in a place now where, obviously, on our last podcast, we were talking about seasons. I think that was the subject and the theme of our last discussion. So I can say confidently that, we are going into new seasons in different areas of our lives. And it's just really nice knowing that, obviously, those feelings that we were talking about has actually, come to pass. Like, there's actually something that's come from that. So I feel really positive about the future now. Like, usually there was a bit of anxiety. What am I going to do with the whole property stuff? And I'm still doing that. But in terms of the Airbnb stuff, I'm very, very happy to put that aside just for the time being and focus on a few other ventures that I've got going. And I'm really excited for it.
How much of that would you put down to you having faith in God, as opposed to like you actively doing stuff? Like, what's the percentage split?
So what part of me going into this new season has been me?
You based on your actions versus like just God.
It's a mix of both. Like, there's, what's the saying? What's the scripture? Faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, I have faith that something's going to happen, but then I don't know exactly when it's going to. Obviously, last time we were on the pod, there was this really, really strong feeling that I can't even describe it, but a feeling that I haven't like had so strong in a long time. It's like, yeah, something's ending, but something great is beginning and something's starting. And so obviously, I guess, I don't know, you can call them downloads or whatever. When you're praying to God and you're getting ideas and things like that, you need to be acting on these things. So yes, it's definitely a mix of both. But the rooms that he's getting me into, or him, I mean, I can't take credit. Yeah, I've just done a few things. Yeah. But it's what he told me to do, so.
So good.
Yeah.
New season things. Excited?
Yeah. Buzzing.
Yeah, I think it's even more sweeter. I'm thinking of an analogy, right? The longer you abstain from something, right, it's a lot more sweeter when you get it. So, for example, your previous season, we'll call it your previous because you're in your new season now. Your previous season has lasted so long and you've been wanting to get out of it for so long that now that you're in the new season, you appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah.
And with the way it's like come about, it's always fashioned in a way where God gets all the glory, because if we were to describe how you got into your new season, it shouldn't have happened.
But it's packaged differently as well. It's not something that I thought a few months ago I was going to go into. So it's...
And it's greater than you could have thought or imagined.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll talk about that when I'm more settled into
we'll definitely give you guys a bit more context, because we're talking in code right now. But speaking of code, we're both wearing black vests because it is absolutely roasting out here. And because we're in an apartment as well, it just gets a lot more warmer and
insulated.
So normally, obviously, we like to come somewhat formal-ish, but today is black vested, etc.
And headbands, we're matching.
Ooh.
For someone who doesn't like to match.
That's actually true. Black vest and a headband.
And cross necklace. Let me get mine out a little bit.
Oh dear. For the audio listeners, we are wearing cross necklaces and showing it to the camera. That's so true. But okay, cool.
What about you though? How's are you've been going into a new season as well? Sorry, stuttering.
I had to.
How's that going for you now? Are you like, have we gone into the new season at the same time, or are you still? Was yours a bit before me, or how do you feel about yours?
it's funny because we've both had that sense of like something new is coming. And for me, I was given instructions by God, I can put it that way, where I needed to do certain things where it doesn't make sense, but I did it anyway. And not to say, like, at this point in time as I'm speaking, I still haven't seen the fruition of what that act of obedience was. I haven't seen like why I had to do that. But going back to like what I've experienced before with the whole, faith thing, quitting the job, etc., I was primed for this. So because I've done acts of faith before which didn't make sense, which were, to be honest, crazier than what I've done recently, I'm not stressed. Like, you get me? Like, there's no, like, God knows everything, and I can't, because he's never let me down, I can't, like, why stress? Like, but at the same time, I've built this type of faith up. Like, I've been through it. Like, my acts of faith have been wild, and it has come to pass. So, like, any other act of faith that comes similar to it, it's not that deep. And it's funny, right? Because I was chatting to, like, one of my mentors. Facts. One of my mentors, right? And I was explaining, like, how God's kind of calling me to do this thing right now. And I'm a bit shook to do it because, especially from a business point of view, this does not make sense. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. But then he was like, wow, what a blessing it is for you to be able to, like, have an opportunity to act in obedience to God, essentially. And that, like, reframed how I thought about it, because it's like, wow, I actually get a chance to prove to God, like, yo, I actually trust you, And then when it got put that way, I was like, man, this is a good opportunity. Like, this is good. Like, for example, with Abraham, when he was going up with Isaac, maybe he had it framed that way, where it's like, look, whatever God wants me to do, I'm going to do, etc. But he had an opportunity to show God, and then he obviously did, and God obviously didn't make him kill Isaac, etc. Then blessed him, etc., etc. But, like, that was my not like quitting it, because I didn't have to kill my son, but I did have to let go of something. And I was talking to someone recently as well about like to move on to your next season, sometimes you have to like let go of what was in the past season. So I also use the analogy of the monkey bar. So to get onto the next bar, you have to release the last bar to latch onto the next one.
Yeah.
So sometimes like we're dragging old relationships, old scenarios, situations, or situationships with us into new seasons when we need to release it. It's like trying to get into a club and you're trying to bring, like, for example, that's just a bad example, a friend. And it's like, if you want to get into the club, you have to leave the friend outside. So you have a decision to make there.
Or if you're trying to travel, but your passport's expires, you need to get a new passport. Does that work the same way? So you require a new passport in order to get to your destination.
Okay, I'd reframe it like this. Trying to get into a new country with an old passport. So an expired passport.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
I just didn't maybe say it as clear as that.
Yeah, no, I think it's just the wording that makes it.
The wording? You're copying my hand language.
At least my hand movement. Speaking of, right, Jazz has this thing where she always uses her hand to talk, which is fine. I do the same, as you guys can see. Well, I don't talk like this with my hands on my lap.
No, but I remember you saying, I'd love to talk with my hands more. It makes me look more refined.
No, true. But I've noticed how people do it as well. They do it quite well and intentionally.
Yeah.
See, as I'm doing it. But if I don't know if I can say this. I can. But yours doesn't add up to what you're saying. So context, example, and audio listeners, if you're listening on audio, switch to YouTube to get this part. We're in Tanzania, which we're going to talk about now. And JasminE was asking someone, hey, are you two guys cousins? And I was like, in what country or language or world does this hand signal?
Yeah.
How does that equate to cousins?
Yeah, no, because like, I don't remember who I was asking.
The guy in the tuk-tuk.
And who else?
No, it's just...
Who was his cousin though?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah. So I was saying like you two, like instead of like going like that, like you two, I was you two.
Oh, so you're pointing at them?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's how. Oh,
we spoke about this yesterday, and you didn't bring up this solution.
No, because I didn't know like exactly where you were on about. Anyway, that is my.
Moving on.
Sure.
Seasons and stuff, yeah. So we're both going to a new season at the same time. I'd love to. It'd be really nice to like update you guys and keep you guys in the loop, because I guess that's the whole point of the Grow Club. We have to do stuff and explain what we're going through and how we're growing.
Yep.
Because we're on episode 26 now. If we look back to episode 1, if we were to watch that, we'd be like, wow, we've grown. Because that's 26 episodes. And because we missed some weeks, it's like 28, 29 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's growth.
Yeah, that's growth.
That's why I always say to you as well, I love that we record and document stuff, because it's like we have so much stuff to go back on.
Travel stuff.
Yeah, it's travel stuff.
Like, oh, wow.
So yeah, let's get into Tanzania, right? So why Tanzania? So I already explained that.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to, so there wasn't many places that I just didn't want to go to Europe for my birthday. And so I was looking on obviously ChatGPT. I considered so many places. Egypt, Mauritius, but then that was risky because of the weather. Like there was just a few places and I was like, okay, fine, I'll just settle on Egypt. Not like Egypt is a place to settle, but
no, it's not really Egypt, yeah.
It's not really somewhere that's been on my list.
Yeah, it's true.
I was like, I just want to be away on my holiday. And then Zanzibar came up. I was like, oh wait, that's actually on Mike's list. And Airbnbs are cheap. Like it's quite cheap out there.
Yeah.
Never been to Africa before. That's great. Although Mike was like, how come I wanted your first time to be in the Ivory Coast? I was like, yeah, me too.
To be fair, but
I did too.
It is what it is. Let's just go.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, and the weather is great at that time. So let's book it. And then we just, researched, where to stay and stuff like that. We end up staying in a really, really local area, which is
Jambiani.
Yeah, what you and I like. We don't like staying in tourist areas.
Yeah, so good point now. So I wanted to describe or speak about our style of travel, because someone literally messaged me again today, not today, but during the week when I was posting some posts and stuff. They're like, you know how to travel. And then even someone,
I like that.
I remember speaking to one of the other boys, and then they were like, how do you guys always end up in these scenarios? And I was literally like, it's not hard. Just walk down really dodgy alleys, take a left or a right, and then start talking to whoever you find. And then you end up in these situations. But how would you describe our style of travel?
Yeah, because I don't think everyone should do that. Because you gotta like have your wits about you, but you gotta like judge situations too.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, oh yeah, let me walk down that because Mike and Jazz says it's dodgy, so that's how I gotta do it. Like, no,
it's great content though.
Be smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, we literally just talk to everyone, because when we're in a different country, because the UK is not very like friendly, really. I mean, you might get some areas of it that are friendly, but when you're on holiday, because of the sun, the food, the sea, whatever, you're instantly in a good mood, and so you start talking to more people more, but you find that the locals are actually happier. And you might find as well, like wherever country you're traveling to, they probably haven't got it as good as you in the UK or the US or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're way happier with less.
Facts.
And so it comes out in the way they talk and stuff like that. And so like you will be walking down the street, we'll be saying hello, and then we have conversations with random people. And then a lot of the time nothing comes off it. We might see them again. Hey, how's it going? But then sometimes you meet someone and it just clicks. And friendship is born out of that.
Yeah, but I think you're making it sound a bit too by chance. Like we asked them like, yo, like, we're from here.
We literally seek local
we want to experience, because we're even giving we literally I say like what's the local experience there? Because we're even going to restaurants and we're like, okay, cool, this is traditional Swahili for a Tanzanian food.
Yeah.
And they were like, why? I was basically saying, like, why are you serving chips and burgers? Like, I didn't come to Tanzania to eat chips and burgers.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Yeah.
So why are you guys doing that? They're like, oh, the tourists.
When I see full English, I'm fuming.
Yeah, in Tanzania, a full English breakfast. Come here, like.
To be fair, we didn't see much of that where we were.
But there's still other like dishes that clearly aren't Tanzanian. A lot of it's just
pasta
the tailor
and pizza.
Yeah, because a lot of Italians go there for some reason.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm like annoys me, because it's like, I understand you're trying to cater for tourists, but people should travel to experience their culture. But then it also shows that like people who travel don't want to eat certain foods. They're just there for the beach or for the water, or they're literally just poking themselves in, doing their own daily routine as if they were still at home, but just in another country. Whereas we like to go to the country, find like a real local who's from there, his parents are from there, and then experience a day in the life in their life. That's like our goal, and that's essentially why we started Planes and Games, which is our travel YouTube page. But yeah, so I think on the podcast we've spoken about Chand, who we met in India, and Chand basically just became like a best friend of ours. He was our driver in India. And funny enough, we found like our Indian version of Chand, our Tanzanian version of Chand in Tanzania.
Tanzania, that's a new one.
Tanzania. And what like we're even to now we're still like, what just happened? So I think how would we? Okay, let's start from the start, right? So we were walking together when we first met him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So me and Jazz are walking. We're staying in this village called Jambiani, right? So a small village, one long street, and different shacks and restaurants along the side.
Independent shops.
They're quite very local houses. Very local. It's where the locals live essentially, but there is a few tourists. Yeah. So we're walking down that area because our Airbnb is in that area, and then I'm just walking top of this because it's sunny. It's Africa. Why not? I'm chilling out. Pole. So one guy comes up to us, bit of a pot belly, but good vibes. Hey, my brother, how do you get the muscles? And I'm obviously like, oh, how do I get your muscles? And he's like, you're joking. So this is a guy we just randomly met. Small interaction. Nothing really came of it, but it was fun. So then we move about our day. Now the next day we're out and we're like, okay, cool. Where can we find like local food? Like we want to eat local. So then we actually see the same guy again, right? This time he's wearing attire, so yellow and black attire. So if you're familiar with the Maasai tribe, they normally wear red and black attire, but this guy was basically wearing Maasai clothing but in yellow and black. So I was like, oh, this is interesting, what does it mean, etc. So basically it just means that he's an elder in the Maasai tribe, and Maasai tribe originated from like the Serengeti area basically, so Kenya and Tanzania. Super tribal people. But the reason they're in Zanzibar at that point in time is because of tourism. So they come sell stuff. So they come like a month at a time, 3 months at a time, come sell some stuff and head back. So I was chatting to him, and then he was just telling me about, you know, what he's wearing, etc. What does it mean? And then we're like, okay, cool. Let's do you have any like recommendations for local places?
Yeah.
Now at that point in time, none of the local places are actually open.
Yeah.
So then he's just pointing us to somewhere else. So we're like, okay, cool, but we want to experience like where are you guys?
Yeah.
Where do you guys
Where do you hide after like work's done?
So then he's like, you know what? If you want later, you can come to a pub, local experience, and just take my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So then we took his WhatsApp, and yeah, then basically
later that night you were like, oh, do you fancy going to the bar, the local bar? I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly. So then we popped him a message. He's like, cool, I'll meet you here at like 20 minutes.
Meet you at my shop.
So we went to his shop. Funny enough, the shop lady ended up being his wife, and that wife was the lady that used to always greet JasminE every time they walk by.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh,
so
you guys are like
connected
yeah,
now.
you guys are like a couple.
Yeah.
So then he brings us. We're walking now down to the bottom of the village. We take a left. And then we're on this really rocky road. But bear in mind, now that we've taken a left, there's no street lights. It's gone completely pitch dark. And he's obviously telling us about the community, what it's like to be in Zanzibar or Tanzanian. And then we're walking, and then Jazz is obviously asking about the culture, etc. And then one of the questions you asked basically led to him saying, oh yeah, there's a graveyard right beside us. So we're in the pitch dark, and we're pitch dark, and we've end up walking past the graveyard. I'm like, this is even more dodgier than I thought it was, because I didn't see that. We're walking down this really narrow path. I'm seeing random people sitting on the side, just chilling out in the darkness, because why not?
Why not?
You know, we greet them, we say jambo, which is Swahili for hello. And then we keep walking, and then eventually the path just starts to like open up, and basically we find like where all the locals are. It's like a big square. There's music.
Not even a big square.
Not a big square, but like there's a square anyway.
Yeah.
Music, people
Food
playing
stalls.
pool, food stalls. The women are chilling, the men are chilling, and then he brings us to the pub. And this is where all the locals have been hiding, because we hadn't seen this many locals.
There was not a single white person there.
Not a single
Mzungu.
Not a single tourist.
Not a
What's a
single
Mzungu
tourist.
for the people who don't know?
It's like the Swahili version of Gringo.
Or the Swahili version of Mundele, which is Congolese for just whitey, basically.
Yeah. So if you know what any of those mean, we're on track.
Yeah. So then we end up chilling with the locals, and then because he's a Maasai chief, he invited other Maasais.
Yeah.
Maasais, can I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we basically end up playing pool into the night.
All the and you know what? No one would know this, but the Maasai guys are sick at pool. Apart from one.
Some of
yeah,
them.
but like one of them was a pro. He's traveled to Germany, and he's just like insane.
Yeah.
I thought he was giving it all the talk at first, but he's insane.
Yeah. So then, so we're doing that, and obviously in that moment, I'm kind of like, this is mad. We're in the middle of Tanzania, in some random pub, and when I say pub, it's not the way we see pubs. No. It's like it was outdoor. There's like a bar, but like it was like 12 o'clock in the night. It was really like, it's funny because after a few days, me and Jazz were like, you know what we haven't noticed? Like, it's really like, it's crap. No, that wasn't even the word. Like it just isn't like,
you wouldn't go there.
Yeah, like it wasn't. Yeah, it's horrible if you think about it. But in terms of like, we didn't experience the horribleness of it in terms of like infrastructure of the pub or whatever.
Yeah,
but the people is what made it. It was an amazing experience, and then
we loved that pub.
It was so good, and then the people we met, and then it was just like, I don't know. Sometimes you have like, for me especially, where I'm always in moments, and I'm like, when I'm in that moment, I'm like, oh, tomorrow this is going to be a memory for me. And I hate that, because I'm like, oh, I wish this could like
last.
Yeah, it's just like, because I'm really enjoying it. Do you get me? But it's also like, how did I end up here? Like, what's going on? Like, it's just random, innit?
Yeah.
So then, so I think, so even on that night, like, what was your like highlight of that night? Just the first night?
Of the first night?
Yeah.
Honestly, it was like us being accepted into the local pub. Like, when I say there was no locals, there was no locals. And it was just like me playing pool with the Maasai guys. Yeah. Like, this was just, I was like, this is so random. And just everyone, it was just such a good time. We were laughing, making jokes. It's as if we'd known each other for years. And they were even giving me some tips as well. We were drinking, and the drinks were cheap. And we just learned a lot as well. It was just like good vibes. It wasn't like, nothing was showcased or put on. Everything was just like, look, this is our humble pub. This is where we come afterwards. And then we just met everyone, and everyone was just so accepting of us. Like, even though we were in their space, they're probably like, oh, we're sick of seeing tourists all day, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, it was like, yeah, let's have a drink.
Yeah, like for us, we love being invited into that type of like environment. But then what I realized as well is that they were almost happier than us because we were really trying to embrace their culture, what it is they do, and they loves that.
Yeah,
like we just kept saying, "Oh, I'm so happy,"
like,
with the the minimal
so
English they have. Just, I'm so happy, like oh, so happy,
so happy. We must put you in our traditional clothing tomorrow.
Yeah, explain what happened there then.
Yeah, so we had a really, really great night with everyone. Spent hours playing pool, just cracking jokes, and then the elder, so his name's Ole Babu. Ole Babu. And he was like, oh, we must put you in our traditional clothes, Maasai wear, tomorrow, and then we can just parade you down the street, basically, and just show everyone you're Maasai now. And we were like, yeah, that would be... Because you were even saying you would love to put on the clothes.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
And I was like, Mike, this is perfect. I don't know what Maasai women wear, because there's not many around. It's mainly men.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, of course. I mean, like, I'll get involved for sure. And yeah, on the way, I think it was on the first night, maybe the second. Yeah, it was first night. We were walking home. Ole walked us home every single night to our door. Because he was like, no, you guys are my guests. You're always going to make sure you walk home safely. But he was like, in the 2 years I've been in Zanzibar, I've never met anyone like you guys. And we were like, what? So part of it was just like, yeah, we immerse ourselves, but what does that say about everyone else who visits? So, because we don't feel like we're doing much.
Yeah, we did the bare minimum. We're just like, hey, we want to chill with you guys.
We're interested, and he's like, no, you guys are so happy. You're great vibe. Like, paraphrasing, you're great vibes. He's like, in the 2 years I've been here, I've never met anyone like you. You're just so nice, and then you want to get involved in everything. Like, he was like, yeah, I really mean that. And that just alone, that made our whole week up until then.
Yeah.
We were like, wow. That's
and insane. Then, so the day after we ended up wearing the Maasai clothes, one of the Maasai chiefs that were there, who's a chief in the mainland, he was so gassed. Because he was so happy because he got basically, we essentially surprised him because we didn't tell him we were wearing it.
Yeah.
And he got so surprised, he's like, okay, you know what? Tomorrow we're going to have a barbecue. And if you're familiar with the Maasai, you'd kind of be able to allude to what this barbecue would have consisted of, exactly.
Yeah.
So obviously we've done some research on the Maasai, not research, but we watched some Maasai videos.
Yeah, like not even because we knew we were going to Zanzibar.
Yeah, it was just
out of interest.
Yeah, because we watched a lot of travel content, didn't it? So we kind of knew what this was going to consist of, like you said. So next thing you know, Ole Babu's like, or his the other chief, guy, the chief guy, was basically calling his goat dealer saying, okay, look, I need a goat by tomorrow morning.
And then he was like saying to me, he was like, do you want a special goat or do you want a regular goat? And I was like, regular is fine. We don't need special goat.
Yeah.
And I was like, you call your goat dealer, sort that out.
Yeah.
And he was like, should we do it tonight? And Ole was like, no. Because basically, because it's like a blessing, they got to do it before midday. So they got to do it in the mornings.
Before the sun's up.
So before the sun's up. So he's like, no, tomorrow will be better. And he's like, the chief is like, I don't know how to explain it in words, but he's like, I'm so happy. Like, we have to do this.
Yeah.
We have to do this. And we're like, he was like, you guys, do you want to do it? We were like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like, it's an honor. Like,
but then obviously later that evening, we're kind of like, what is going on?
Wait, what are we doing?
It literally went from 0 to 100 like so quickly.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're obviously feeling a bit nervous because it's like you're killing that goat.
Yeah.
Like,
X and a goat.
Live O.
Yeah. And obviously, like, for me, it was the sound. I don't want to hear like anything struggle or anything like that. I want it to be like as painless and quick as possible. So I didn't know how that was going to go. So I was like, look, I'm probably going to be put off meat for a little bit after this maybe. But look, I'll deal with it. This is, a new culture. This is a culture that I haven't experienced before.
Yeah. I
love to immerse myself. And Mike was like, look, anyway, this is Africa. If you don't see it now, maybe not the same context, but if you don't see it now, you're going to see it again when we go to Ivory Coast, when we travel elsewhere.
Yeah. Like,
it's probably going to be worse. Who knows? So I was like, yeah, exactly. So I was like, look, I was fully aware that will happen one day. So when else are we going to get this opportunity to have a barbecue with the Maasai? Like, this is
facts.
insane. There is no way we cannot do this. Like, we have to do this. It's an honor. It's a blessing. Like,
and also they were not crowning me, but they were making me officially a chief.
Yeah.
So Ole Babu basically, before that day as well, he called home to his family members to ask basically if they can make us part of their family.
Yeah.
So now, if we're ever in Tanzania, we can use their family name.
Yeah.
So we're like, literally accepted
into his family,
which is nuts.
And because of that, when you're Maasai, you have Maasai names. So his wife made us bracelets. So we both got the same name, but it's spelled differently because,
Tell them your bracelet.
I will.
Oh.
Mike's a guy and I'm a woman, obviously. So we have slightly different names, but it's the same name. But they made us this bracelet. And mine says Nasirian. So that's my name in Maasai. And Mike's is Losirian. So it's the same name.
And it means like lucky
it
or
means
good
like
fortune.
Lucky, good fortune, yeah. And so that officially means that we are now Maasai. So after we got those bracelets, we were just, whenever we talk to Maasai guys, we'd be like, oh yeah. And they'd be like, oh yeah, one of us.
Fucks, yeah.
And so, yeah, like you were made a chief, which is insane because they said that they don't, only a chief can make someone else a chief.
Yeah.
And usually it has to be someone who's like born into it or a king, something like they don't just give these
anyone the chief, yeah.
They don't just make
because basically they gave me like this club essentially,
it's a club,
which shows that I'm a chief. So even if like I'm interacting with their Maasai and they see my club, they're like, oh, yo,
respect.
This guy's a chief. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Step back.
Yeah, exactly. So, it might seem like this happened so fast, and it did, and it felt like we had been living with these guys for like quite a while. By then we felt like, honestly, like family.
Yeah.
And so for them to call us family, we just felt like
how did that
accepted.
How did that feel for you though? Because obviously, like you mentioned to me as well off the pod, that like when we travel normally, a lot of them, whoever we interact with, tend to talk towards me, rather than you. But you said you felt a lot more included in Tanzania than other places.
Like right away. So just say we're walking down the street, and obviously, a few guys, it's mainly guys, but let's just say they greet you like, oh hey man, give you a fist bump. They're like, oh hey, they greet me as well. And the exact same way. They don't like do it any differently. They'll give me a fist bump as well. And I didn't get treated any differently. Sometimes I get greeted even before you. Whereas in other countries, people are only going to speak with the man. And they're not even going to look at me. It's like, look, I get it. Cultures are different. I'm not going to cry about it. Not a big deal. But I felt so included in this. And also I was, obviously when we were chilling with the Maasai, and just you're having a good time, they were like, oh, sister, calling me sister. no one's ever called me sister before. Not even like,
India,
it's just
no one in India.
No,
Jordan?
no one's called me like that. And so obviously I hear with you, and you call your boys, like you call each other brother and things like that, or you might say it to just to anyone when you're traveling or whatever. Like if you see a brother, you're gonna call him brother. But like for me, and I think especially like maybe like even white people as well, we don't really say things like that. So when I'm getting called sister especially from someone who doesn't necessarily look like me, I was like, wow, like this is great. This is like, I feel so accepted by everyone. And because bear in mind, Mike was like, oh, when we go to Africa, you're going to be the minority. How do you feel? I was like, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
You kept bugging me for like 24, 48 hours. Like, oh,
no, because
feel the minority yet?
No, because I didn't do that.
No,
so
no,
how do you
but
feel
like
in Africa, I wasn't saying, do you feel like a minority yet?
No, you were in the sense you were like, oh, how does it feel knowing that you're going to be the minority?
Yeah,
and I was like,
say that.
And I was like, yeah, fine, like,
because it's your turn now.
Yeah, and I was like, great, that's no problem. And honestly, like they treated me the same as they treated you. Like I literally I didn't have a different experience than you.
Because they're very of the belief that like, not even the belief, but it's just a fact. Like we're all the same.
But we are all the same.
And you can see that they treat everyone like that as well. Yeah. So I think that's why they were so accommodating of us and you especially as well. And obviously you being, in a lot of the scenarios, you're the only woman as well.
I was the only woman in most scenarios.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I was less than.
Yeah.
I felt, if anything, I was like, they put me up on a pedestal almost because I was the only woman. Like,
speaking
they
of that,
respected
remember,
me so much.
okay, so we kind of glossed over the barbecue.
Yeah.
So we had to kill a goat basically. And from Jazz going from like super nervous to next day absolutely going crazy, skinning the goat. You like, if you guys haven't, basically just go watch our Planes and Gains video.
You won't be able to see that much because it'll be blurred out.
Yeah, but for the parts you can see, you'll see basically that whole event of us doing the whole goat situation.
Yeah, if you're that interested.
So they actually so after, you know, us eating raw liver straight out the goat and trying some other parts of the goat raw, they gave you the heart first. So I think when they cut the meat, they basically gave it to you first, or what was
their scenario? So because I was the they chose a female goat for starters, because female goat women are just more pure, more relaxed. Basically,
they say it's like the men that do all the bad in the world. Majority of the time.
The woman is always calm and stuff. And because I was the only woman as well, it's kind of in honor of me. But certain parts of the goat is for certain
parts of the tribe.
So, for example, the
neck is for like the elders.
The neck's like for the elders, and
the leg is for the chief.
So on.
Because he was meant to get it and he gave it to us.
Exactly. And so for the heart, that was for the woman. So I was able to get first bite. So obviously first cut off the heart. So I got that first, and then it was everyone else. So I was just it was great. Like, I had such a great time with everyone. Like, I was we were all calling each other family by the end of it. They were like, no, we're not friends, we're family now.
Now we're going back next year.
We're literally going back because they said that we've got a cow. Yeah,
so me and Jazz have both been gifted a cow in mainland Tanzania. So Ole Babu is like quite well off in terms of like, he's got loads of cows, loads of goat back home. So he's literally saying, because now we're part of the family, we're going to have like our own cows. So I need to go visit my cow, make sure he's good. And but because they live in a place called
Ngorongoro.
Yeah, in the Serengeti area.
Yeah, near it.
So right beside it. So basically, they get to see the big five right on their doorstep.
Right on their doorstep.
So rather than us doing like a safari to see them, we're actually just gonna stay with the actual Maasai, which is actually
it's so badass.
Insane. But we're gonna have to partake in like some Maasai stuff. So that would be an interesting podcast. I'd love to get them on the pod.
Yeah.
Like, imagine we brought all our equipment out and we did a podcast episode to Maasai.
We need to get
in Maasai land.
Yeah, we need to get like our Maasai, because we actually learned some words in Maasai as well. Supai. Takwenya. So takwenya means hello to a woman. And then supai means hello to a man, but that's only Maasai, so you can't just say it to anyone in Tanzania.
So how would you greet me?
Supai.
Aba. Takwenya.
Ego.
Who would have thought we were speaking? Mami. Who would have thought we were speaking Maasai on the pod?
But honestly, it just felt like, this trip had such an impact on me, for sure, because I felt so, like, I don't know, just included in everything. Like, I don't know, and maybe it's because I don't feel like that included in a lot. Well, I'm not going to say, I think maybe in terms of like maybe a big family setting, I felt so included in that, even from people maybe I just met.
Yeah.
And it felt more like a family setting than sometimes here. Like, obviously not including my immediate family, but with this, there was just so many people, and everyone was in agreement that we're accepted into the family.
Yeah.
So to give you a bit of context here, there was maybe like 12 Maasai guys at the barbecue. They all belonged to different tribes. For them to be there at the barbecue, it meant that all of their families were in agreement to accept us as Maasai.
Crazy.
And I was like, what an honor, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, so I'm a chief.
Yeah.
I go fishing. Like, guys, don't gloss over this. Like, I'm actually a chief. Like, on my site, like, I need to put this on my LinkedIn or something.
Yeah, seriously, you do.
No, because I don't think people get it.
No, they're like, oh, yeah, you're a chief. No. Like,
go watch our YouTube video. You'll see, like, what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because someone's like, oh, did he leave his club there? I'm like, no, because it's his club.
Because I'm a chief.
He's a chief.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally his. But no, that was like one of probably the best trip I've ever been on, just for the people. Everyone was just insane.
Yeah, that's why I always talk about, so going back to like people saying, well, you know how to travel, and it's because you don't travel for like, I think when it comes to travel, it needs to be like 30% the location, but 70% the people. Like, you need to if you find the right people, good people in the places you travel, you'll really experience what it's like to like be from there or live there, and that's like we've got friends all over the world now, just because like that's what we try and do.
Yeah, and I hate to see as well, because when we were like having food, so basically, guys, pole means like slow vibes. Okay,
relax.
so
Calma.
when we're on an island, naturally, like it's quite slow, but believe it or not, some people didn't get the memo. Everything is made fresh there. So there was one day we were waiting like 2 hours for our grilled chicken.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it's going to be another 50 minutes. We've still got a boiled chicken.
But bear in mind, for context, we're chilling on the beach sunbathing and waiting for the food. So it's
good.
It's grand.
So it's good. But the reason we had to wait so long for the chicken is because they literally had to kill the chicken.
Yes, sir.
So that's how fresh everything is there. So thanks for that. Reminds me of Kanaya now.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. But there's some people who were literally like so rude to the waiters, I guess.
Tourists.
The tourists were so rude to like the waiters because they were waiting for their food. They were literally going like that, like giving rude hand gestures.
Hurry up.
And it's like, okay, get it. You're hungry, but you're on holiday. You're with your family.
Like, relax.
You're all good,
it,
right? You're all healthy, right? You look good, and you're waiting for your food. Chill out.
Yeah, they just
Why
kept
are you so
calling
angry?
the waiters over, like, what's going on?
Like, how is that going to solve the issue?
Even the waiters are just like, hey.
The waiters didn't care. They weren't rushing around.
Yeah, no, it's like, look, when it comes, it comes.
Yeah, honestly. So that's one thing. Like, I wish like tourists would just, I don't know, be less.
Just be more pole.
Just be more pole.
And now that we've come back, we've like adopted the pole lifestyle.
100%.
It's just like, yo.
I'm starting to talk to more people on the street. Look at me a bit mad. Or ignore me. Mostly ignore me.
Yeah, it was just like,
it's
hey.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
my mind is in Tanzania. So
yeah, because that's just life. I think it's like on this side of the world, we just lose the essence of like community and just
love.
And it's, bro, at the end of the day, a lot of the things aren't that deep. Just relax, bro.
Deep.
As long as you're alive, you can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can see, you can hear. Just the basics thing. You wake up in the morning, you're good. Like, chill out. It's not the end of the world.
Interestingly as well, we seen a report like once we got back from Zanzibar, and it was the most like the happiest countries and the most depressed countries. UK was like at the bottom.
Yeah, second last.
But guess what was at the top? Tanzania. Like that was second at the top. Then it was Costa Rica at the top.
For over 65s.
For over 65s, yeah. But I was like, that's crazy. We've just come back from there, and trips leave an impact on us for sure, but this one has left such a big impact for me for sure. Like,
what's the biggest impact you think has left you? Quickly before we go into that, show everyone your goat bracelet. Oh yeah,
this is
so audio listeners, try you onto YouTube because Jazz has a goat bracelet.
Yeah, this was made from his tail. So okay, to give you some
this is nuts.
To give you some context here, so it's black and white, so there is meaning behind everything. So if you guys are interested, obviously just drop us a message. But
poor goatee.
Sorry?
Poor goat.
Hey. The white is generally known as pure
light
and just the light of the world, right? But the black means like the earth, the ground, something that's permanent, that stays forever. So they did look for a long time to try and get a black and white goat because of those two meanings. And they were like, man, we're so happy we found the black and white goat. Like, we had what we wanted in our mind, and then we found it.
And then you put it on your wrist.
Well, it was on yours too.
I couldn't hack it though. I allowed the smelly goat on my wrist. Well, it looks sick though.
Yeah, it's sick. Because you know what? It's a reminder. But you guys wear leather jackets, have leather handbags, leather shoes.
I don't see you're saying you guys as if you don't.
No, but like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So you have like this on your wrist, and you're like, oh, it's a bit gross. But yeah, okay. But
But we've seen it.
Do
you know what? If I got it like that, it'd be fine. It was just the fact that it was obviously.
It was stretchy at first.
Yeah, I'm just
like an earlobe. That's the texture, like.
Yeah, but it was like meat, basically.
Yeah, now it's hard.
Yeah,
like
now
jerky.
it's like yeah.
But like, it's a reminder.
It looks sick though.
Yeah, it's a reminder. Like, no one else has this. Only Maasai have this.
Yeah,
I'm Maasai now. Don't play with me. I'm Maasai. Ego. Like, don't mess with me now.
Okay, so go back to the impacts thing. What was your biggest impact? Not what was your biggest impact. What had the biggest impact on you?
Maybe like the community side.
Go on.
Like, I just felt so included in everything.
Nice.
Maybe it's because I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like a lone wolf here. I don't know. I keep to myself pretty easily, but I don't know. I just felt really included there. But I think that, like, I don't really know how I'm going to say this, but I don't need a lot. So as long as I got my family, got you, like, I don't really need external support or community as much in a way. But the biggest support that I've
is
received,
because like you're not used to. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. Go on.
The biggest support that I've received has been like from a small number of friends. Obviously, my immediate family, but a lot of it has been from like you and your friends. Like I receive a lot of support from your family, your friends as well, more so than my side. And so I experienced that in Tanzania on like a bigger level, and I was like, oh wow, this is like, there's just so much love here, and I just felt so included in everything. Whereas sometimes here I can feel a bit left out of some things. Not like with you or anything like that, but I think just going through life.
Is it because you're not used to like group settings?
Maybe, and community and stuff like that. I don't really have that. Like I said, even my friends are individual friends. I don't have groups. I don't have communities like that. Like I'm pretty independent, but I've always wanted to be included in stuff. But it's just not something that I have been.
That's happened, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe if I don't know, grew up in a bigger family or whatever, maybe I would have had that. I don't know, but I felt I had that feeling there. Yeah. So now I've come back and I'm like, wow, like this is our people now as well. Like we've got extended family out there. That's how it feels. So they're just, they're great people.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I just think, community had the biggest impact on me.
Nice.
Definitely the people.
Yeah, facts. I think for me, it was definitely, I think it was just the lifestyle over there, just in terms of like just relaxing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like be slow, like
for sure, but you can get that other places as well. I think, maybe like other islands.
Yeah, true.
So it was definitely the people for me.
Yeah, but these don't take my impact away from me.
No, of course. Sorry.
Thank you. Like I was saying.
Sorry, I won't take that.
Get that from other islands. No, I think for the main thing though was just, I guess it's an extension of the people as well. It's like relax. It's gonna be fine. Like there's no major rush, and you know what I mean. Like especially like because I'm in business as well. Everything is you're rewarded for speed and efficiency.
Fast-paced.
Do you get me? Yeah. So there, it's like. I don't know, just relax.
But also as well, like when we were talking with like some of the Maasai guys, they were like, look, if you have issues with one another, talk about it. Like you don't go to, get another drink, or you don't go to talk about that person to someone else. Like you sort the issues out, like one-on-one, like you have to sort it out. And I was like, you know what? That's how everything should be. Yeah. Like nothing's that deep. Just talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you have but that's what happens when you have a community. If you don't have a community, who do you talk to? So you need to feel that inclusion. And that's why it's so important. Like what they're doing there is just, they make you feel right at home. Best people ever. Love those guys.
Yeah. So in short as well, I feel like the way we travel at least is about the people.
Yeah.
And not the location. So I think what I want to ask is like, what trip did you first realize that? Or was that always instilled in you in regards to like, oh, it's the people?
Probably Cuba.
Okay.
So that was like my first solo trip, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the trip that had the biggest impact. And like if someone was to go to Cuba, let's paint like an avatar here, like just someone who wants to see the retro cars, it's not far from the US. They want to go, they'll go to Caribbean island, so it's Cuba, right? And then they see the poverty. They see kids eating out of garbage. They see kids throwing stones at cats because they might want to eat it. Like there's a lot of poverty there.
Yeah.
You see people lining up for hours just to try and get a little bit of chicken that costs 10 times as more than it should. Like you see a lot, and you see the streets and the waste and the disrepair of the buildings, and they're like, oh no, that's horrible. Like it's not a nice looking place.
Yeah, it's not what they say.
It's not. Yeah, it's not the side they show you. So someone could go there and say, "Oh yeah, it's not a nice place" or whatever. But then I've gone, and I've seen it maybe with rose tinted glass or whatever. But it was the people that made it for me, and the beauty of that as well. It was just, one of my favorite places again that I've been to was Cuba, just because there's so much to it.
Mm.
When people have a certain expectation and they expect TikTok, what they see on TikTok to be in real life, they're missing the whole point. So it really then comes down to the people. I'm sure a lot more people would be a bigger fan of Paris if people were nice in France.
Yeah, maybe that's a good point.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that answers your question.
Yeah, no, it does.
What about you?
Like what country? I don't know. I think I definitely got the travel bug when we went to Mexico.
Oh yeah, you did.
Because we just did so much in such little time, and it was
your first time seeing that kind of water as well, which completely opened your eyes.
Yeah. Because for the travel I did before Mexico, I hadn't been to anywhere that had like clear blue water, and obviously we went to a lagoon at that. So this is the clearest of the clearest, and I was like,
so wholesome.
I couldn't believe I was there. I was like a little kid. I was like, this is nuts. I can't believe this. But then the people, I think maybe Jordan potentially. Yeah, because Jordan was just an experience, and it's like middle of the desert. I'm like, there's people that live out here. I'm like, what do you guys do? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like,
and they have that rule as well, not real rule, but custom, where if you go to their house and you've got nowhere to stay, they have to put you up for like 3 nights.
Yeah, the Bedouin culture. Yeah,
the Bedouin culture. So like hospitable, and at that time they were the most hospitable people we've ever met. Yeah, and then we went to Tanzania. We were like, these guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they were next level.
Next level.
But I think I'm excited for next year when we actually go to Tanzania, because that would be...
Yeah, not many people do that.
To mainland. That would be... Well, go to what we're going to. People go to Tanzania.
Yeah.
But go to like...
Some people listen to this and be like, that kind of travel isn't for me. And that's fine.
You're missing out, bro.
But yeah, I'm missing out.
You're wasting your money too. Because now because we chat to people, we're basically getting the...
Free safari.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not even like in a safari. It's just like, we're there. Like,
we're there.
We're not getting a safari. We're there.
We are literally there.
On the ground, bro. With the lions and the elephants and giraffes. And
literally, like, this is just another side of life that you don't think you'll ever experience. Just something that you'll read about or whatever.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
I'm absolutely buzzing. I was so sad to leave.
Yeah. But yeah, look, on that, before we get sad, yeah, this proper like holiday blues now.
It's not like normal holiday blues though. It's just like it goes back to the people. It goes back to the people. But we still keep in touch. We got a little group chat going on.
Yeah, I know. It's so good. But yeah, I think like on that as well, it's a reminder, like, because obviously even on the way back, we're like, look, if we wanted to stay longer, we need to work harder when we're back so we can stay for as long as we want.
Drive.
Or be more remote or be this or whatever. But it's nice, like, it's nice to get away, relax somewhat, and then recharge and just get back to work so we can have a life where we're not bound by anything, time, this or that. We can just be where we want. Yeah. But by the grace of God, bit by bit will come. But yeah, thank you for listening to today's episode. We were just ranting about a holiday, but I hope you guys took some value from it in some way, shape, or form. Would you like to tell them anything before we go?
Yeah, if you want more information on like the Maasai barbecue, then you'll find it on the Plains and Games YouTube. So we'll link that in the description below if you guys want to check it out.
So yes, sir. And so that's been Mike and
it's been Jazz and
Jesus loves you.
Yeah, he loves you very much.
And we'll see you next week. Because my mum messaged me. She's like, Mike, I feel like at the end you should, just say something about like, just something small, like Jesus loves you, so people know. And then I'm like, okay, no worries, I will. So, Mum, this is for you.
It's for everyone.
And for everyone else as well. Jesus loves you. He
Amen.
Died on the cross for your sins.
Amen.
In a bit.
See ya.
Peace.